Hello dear learners, this is the next chapter for class 9 mathematics, chapter number 8 quadrilateral. Let's begin the chapter. In this video, we will talk about the quadrilateral and some specific quadrilaterals too. So what do you mean by a quadrilateral? Look at in this figure. This figure has four. So this is a quadrilateral. Any geometrical shape having exactly four sides. Quad means four and lateral means sides. So you can see in this figure there are four sides and four angles. Any closed figure consists of four sides is known as quadrilateral. In our daily life, you can see many examples of quadrilateral. Like in this picture, the shape of the sunshade is a quadrilateral. Can you find out the quadrilateral in the following figures? Let us discuss some specific quadrilateral. The first one is trapezoid. In a quadrilateral, having four sides and having one set of parallel sides. Here AB is parallel to DC. This type of figure is known as trapezoid or trapezium. There is some special type of trapezium, that is isosceles trapezium, in which it has two congruent non-parallel sides. Like in this figure, AB is congruent to DC. The base angles are congruent. Angle A is congruent to angle D. And the diagonals are congruent. That is, AC is equals to DB. Next is parallelogram. Two sets of parallel sides, opposite angles equal, two sets of congruent sides. The consecutive angles are supplementary. It is also a property of a parallel line that co-interior angles is always supplementary. Diagonals form two congruent triangles. This is one of the important property of a parallelogram. Diagonals bisect each other. Next specific quadrilateral is a rectangle. A parallelogram is said to be a rectangle if all the four angles are right angles and diagonals are equal. Next is rhombus. It has all the properties of the parallelogram. Four congruent sides, diagonal bisect each other at right angle. This is one of the important property of rhombus. Square. A square is also a parallelogram, also a rectangle, also a rhombus. Let us combine all this. That means in a square, the opposite pairs are equal and parallel. The property of rectangle is all the angles are 90 degree, and by the property of rhombus, all the sides are equal and the diagonals bisect each other at right angle, as well as diagonals are congruent. Look at the kite. It has two pairs of sides. If we name it as AB, CD, then AB is exactly equals to BC and the length of side AD is equals to CD. The angles are equal where the pairs meet. The diagonals meet at right angle and one of the diagonal bisects the other. That means if we name it by O, then AO is equals to OC. Let us now recall the properties of rhombus, rectangle and square once again. A quadrilateral is a rhombus if and only if it has four congruent sides. That means AB is equals to BC equals to CD is equals to DA. In a rectangle, a quadrilateral is said to be rectangle if and only if it has four right angles. And for square, a quadrilateral is a square if and only if it is a rhombus and a rectangle. That means all the four sides are equal, the length of diagonals are equal, the diagonals bisect each other at right angle, and all the angles are 90 degree. So in this video we have learned about quadrilateral and their family. In the next video we will discuss some more properties of a specific quadrilateral. Thank you and keep learning.